Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the ISM Raceway for the penultimate round of the DC Solar National Division as we have rolled into the desert for the second to last race of the season. We are almost there. It's getting down to where it's going to be 4 drivers left in this championship hunt here to try and come away on top. And the only driver safe right now is Mitchell Collins. Yeah, Mitchell Collins to make it into the Final Four. Everyone else, guys like Bobby Jones, Christian Russell, the 5 of Andy Fowler, all those guys, Dylan Young, they're trying to make it into the Final Four. Audrey Baranoskis, Cody Goforth, all those guys. But here are the commands to get us started here at Phoenix.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the engines have been fired up here. So as you watch as these guys roll off the grid, the truck race was a pretty fun race to watch. Someone did not get going. That's Audrey Baranoskis. Audrey Baranoskis did not get going. I believe she stalled on the start right there. Oh, no, no, no. This is not what she needs at all. And we're hoping hoping she'll get some quick repairs and get out there before she gets lapped here. But tough break for Audrey Baranoskis as she's already found some troubles here at ISM. And with that said right there, that's going to put Bobby Gordon, who will start in third in that number 38 right there. So, man, tough break for Baranoskis. She was a fan favorite to make it into the Final Four, but this right here is going to be very costly and doesn't look like she's going to get out on time here. So, wow, already. So Mitchell Collins, he starts on the pole. Gary Baller to his outside. Collins, he's already locked in. He's just trying to finish off this round strong. But here we go. The green flag waves that we're green in the desert. And already they're fanning out. You see 3 wide right there as they dive it down into corner number 1 here. 4 wide some. Right there, the 15 of Borsalov Konstantinovic into the wall back there is the 61. We got a wreck in the back already. Christian Russell goes around in the 0. Konstantinovic did as well. And as they race it back to the start-finish line, it's Mitchell Collins in the 61 with the race lead. Yellow flag is out for the first time on lap number 1. And there's Christian Russell. He's still going, though. Doesn't look like he has any damage really. You can see some damage right there, some moderate damage on the 15. A couple other drivers may have been involved as well, but already we're on the caution for the first time here with the 61 out front. Let's see if we can get it. Oh man, yeah, they were 4 wide back here. It looks like someone slid up. Cameron Hathaway, I believe that is, may have slid up into his teammate, and then he came down and got into the 0. That's their boss right there. And the 7 who was down there as well, he gets collected. Sebastian Kuklon was able to go around, but not too much damage on the 0 of Christian Russell. Another look at it here. See Konstantinovic, we saw that he got into the wall earlier. He came down, actually. Borslav Konstantinovic came down onto his own teammate, got into the wall, came back down on Christian Russell, and this is not what Russell needs right now. He needs a top 10 to make it to Homestead. So 32 laps. He's going to have a lot of grounds to make up, as it looks like he's going to be starting in the rear right there. So right on board with the 0 here of Russell.
Way up at the top here. Inside.
Yeah, it just looks like Konstantinovic got into wall and he was trying to turn off the wall, but came down into his teammate. So tough break right there as RHR teammates having some trouble here early on at Phoenix. And there's Baranoskis. She is back on the track, but she is a lap down. Yellow flag is out. Mitchell Collins out front. Welcome back here to ISM, getting ready to go back green. All 32 drivers are still on the track. 1 driver's a lap down. That's Audrey Baranoskis. But here we go. The green flag is back out. Now, what Baranoskis could do is she dives it down to the inside, trying to get clear of Mitchell Collins. She needs to get in front of him and hold that lead and hope for a caution. That's the only way her hopes are still going to be going strong here. See, she's going to battle really hard now with Mitchell Collins in the 61. Try to edge out in front of him right there. Got Dylan Young and Gary Barlow behind him. Dylan Young probably won't be so nice because he, too, is trying to make it into the Final Four. Didn't get a good run at Barbagallo. Ran really well at Texas, and Now he just needs another top 10 here to try and make it into Homestead. Dylan Young needs right there. See, Baranowski's now in the lead, but Gary Barlow, he wants to lead, or not in the lead, but Gary Barlow now with the race lead. As the 22 of Dylan Young's going to try and follow him. Mitchell Collins stuck on the outside as they're making this really hard for Arja Baranowskis right now.
Stay low there.
As you're out on board, Dylan Young in the 22, using a dog leg down there. He's going to try and get a good run on the 20 or on this 00 here of Gary Barlow. Gary Barlow has ran up front a lot of races this season, but just hasn't been there to get the lead. Man, 22 slid up just a little bit right there and nearly got into the leader and nearly took him out right there. Baranowski is still stuck on the outside. Meanwhile, back here, still stuck back here in traffic is the 0 of Christian Russell and the 15 of Borislav Konstantinovich. Now he's trying to go underneath Sylvester Sterling for position.
Player high.
And they're probably going to have to rely on pit strategy here to maybe pull something out of the hat right here, because where they're running right now, this is not.
Right here in front of you, right in front of you.
This is not going to work. We got a wreck ahead. We got a wreck ahead of them. The caution flag is out. 19 is around, and 9 as well. That's Austin James in the 19, the rookie. And the yellow is out for the first or the second time here today at ISM. Gary Barlow, Dylan Young is your race leaders, and Audrey Baranowskis was not in front of the leader right there, and it's just becoming more difficult for her now as we take a look at the replay and see what happened. There were 3 wide here. Austin James slid up in his teammate and then collected Nathan Fisher in the 9 and ended up turning the 9 right there. Tony Green getting a piece of it. 60 as well. Greg Lee. Oh man, Edward Mendez, close call right there. He was able to get by, but it looks like it was really only a 2-car wreck. 60 got a bit of nose damage, but nothing too bad. So the yellow flag is out once again. We're going to take a quick break and bring you right back to the action. Welcome back here to the ISM Raceway as we're getting set to go back green. Coming around to complete the 13th lap of the race. We're almost halfway through this thing. Russell, he's still back there. Baranowski is still a lap down. She needs to fight really hard here. Gary Barlow, Cody Goforth, 22 of Dylan Young, and Bafot Sacco. That is your top 5, along with the 3 of Danielle Gatiruk, I think is how you say it. As we're back green here, led by Gary Barlow, and great start by the 40 of Audrey Baranowskis. So you look back here, there's 15. There's Christian Russell. He gained a couple spots after pit stops, but still it's not enough. He needs to get up there. There's Bubba Jones in the 20 as well. Look at this heavy lap traffic ahead of Christian Russell and Bubba Jones. They have a lot of ground to make up in very little time. We got about half a race to go pretty soon here. There's 61 of Mitchell Collins, and after pit stop, Cody Goforth, he had a really good pit stop, and now he's past the 00 for the race lead, past Baranowskis, who's now back a lap down. The 00 nearly slid up into her right there. Sacco loose coming out of corner number 2, but out front, Cody Goforth, and Goforth, he's the only driver where it's possible for him to make it into all the Final 4 across all 3 series. He's in the Final 4 of the trucks, he's in the Final 4 for the Cup, and a win today would mean he's in the Final 4 as well for the National. Back here, you see the 0 of Christian Russell, P22 right now, and this is not going to do it. If he doesn't get up there, some miracle doesn't happen for Christian Russell, he's going to have to kiss that championship goodbye, because, like I said, a top 10 for him and a top 10 for Bubba Jones is what those guys need to get up there and get into the Final 4. Jones making it 3 wide. He's being aggressive. He has Sebastian Kuklon following him as well. Kuklon deep in the standings, 5 wins this season, but with the way he is right now, is not looking so good for Kuklon or Russell. Dylan Young, he's back here battling with those guys for position. Meanwhile, Cody Goforth in the 98, trying to make history, trying to be the first driver to be in the playoffs across all 3 top series. Philip Goldberg nearly did it. He was in the playoffs for the trucks and the Cup a couple seasons ago, but didn't do it for National. Right here battling side by side. How about Casey Russell in the 01 doing really well right now, and P6 last time by. So he's battling side by side with the 3. Dylan Young is trying to follow him as well. See the 61 of Mitchell Collins. He's also in the picture. Dylan Young,
Still there.
he needs this run right now, trying to make it into the Final Four. 3-time winner this season. He's trying to show something of it here, and that's getting a top 10 and getting to Homestead. So he's battling right now with Casey Russell in the 0-1. That's for third. He has the preferred line. Gonna dive it onto the dogleg now. There he goes. Russell had a really good run right there, but Young has a faster car. Baranaskis, it's not looking too good for her. It's going to be 10 laps to go pretty soon. And remember, if a caution comes out with under 10 laps to go, lap cars will not start on the inside. So Baranaskis is not looking too good right now. There's Mitchell Collins, the only driver who has nothing to worry about. He's in Homestead. Back here, Nathan Fisher, Austin James, and others with damaged cars. Konstantinovich, he's riding right there with his teammate. Right behind his teammate is Christian Russell. He's currently 18th now. We got a wreck ahead of him. Car around. That's Brett Parvin in the 1. The 12 is collected as well. Cameron Hathaway, he too is going to be collected. And the caution is going to be out here. And that's going to change everything now. Cody Goforth with the race lead. Barlow behind him in second right there. Now, will these guys come down to pit road? If I was Baranaskis, I'd stay out. And no one's going down pit road. Looks like there was another wreck back here as well. Some drivers look like they're not pretty happy with each other right here. Going to see what happened. This all happened right in front of Bubba Jones. Looks like 3 wide right there. Looks like Carson Hill may have came down into Brett Parvert. Not really sure what happened right there. Cameron Hathaway was stuck behind these guys for a while. Another look at it. So the 18, he was way. Yeah, the 18 came down. I'm not sure what the heck he was doing. The 18 came down onto the 12. Then kind of got into him there. I think the 12 may have pushed the 18 going into the corner, and I guess Tyler Mills wasn't really happy with that, and then came back down, but ended up wrecking other drivers as well. And then up here there was another incident. Mills again. Mills and 18 again. These guys weren't giving anyone any room. Bobby Gordon and Konstantinovich making contact right there. Then everyone just came piling in. A couple damaged race cars now after that incident. I believe that was behind Christian Russell in his 0. So we'll see where he fans out after this. But the yellow flag is out once again here at ISM, and problems for the 2 of Bafot Sacco. But we're going to take another break. We'll be back. Welcome back here to ISM, getting ready to restart. Still, all drivers are on the track. Cody Goforth with the race lead, trying to do what has never been done. Gary Barlow behind him. Then you have Mitchell Collins, Dylan Young, and Casey Russell as the green flag waves. If a yellow comes out now, the race is over. Coming to the line this time by, it'll be 6 laps to go. Cody Goforth trying to stay ahead of these guys, but he got some hungry guys behind him, like the 00 right there, Dylan Young. Then the 22 getting real racy right there with Mitchell Collins. But guys like Gary Barlow and Dylan Young, who hasn't won in a while. Barlow has yet to win, and Baranaskis having some more troubles in the 40. Baranaskis on pit road. Something may have been broken on that car, and she's retired. Baranaskis is retired out of the race. 16 is on pit road as well, and Baron will not be going to Homestead. They're still racing up here. A lot of drivers sliding up. You see the 01 right there. 5 to go at the line. Casey Russell being really aggressive right here. First 2 drivers are playoff drivers. Here we go. You guys have a lot of drivers battling side by side right here. And there's Christian Russell, who's currently 12th. He needs a couple more spots. He has a 52 right in front of him, who seems to be blocking positions right now. Not sure what the 52 is doing. You ought to let him battle right here with the 36 and others. It's not looking so good for Russell. He's running out of time. 3 laps to go. Or coming to 3 this time. Or coming to 3 this time by.
Nice and smooth on entry, bud. Don't slide your
Right on
tires.
board, rear from your race leader, Cody Goforth in the 98.
Caution's down, caution's down. Caution's
Remember,
down.
after that first pit stop, that's right. Oh, and the yellow flag is out. The yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out. Race is over. The 98 of Cody Goforth is out front. We had a wreck. I'm not sure where or who. Looks like it was down the backstretch right there. But the yellow flag is out. That's going to end the race. And it may have been Shaw in the 21. And more drivers collected as well. But it was down the backstretch. But the yellow flag is out. Cody Goforth in the 98 is your race leader. There's Russell. He finished 11th. Not enough. It's not going to be enough. But this race is not over yet. They still have to cross the line on the 32nd lap. But meanwhile, we're going to take a look and see what brought out the yellow here. Cameron Hathaway. Bobby Gordon right there racing hard with Russell. But Hathaway looks like he got into the 21 of Shaw. I'm not sure what that was about. That 4 has been getting in a lot of trouble lately. The 51 Sylvester Sterling, he got turned as well. I believe that was a separate wreck right there. But let's see another look at it here. Looks like Hathaway just drove it in trying to get past the 21 and ended up getting into him and didn't let off. Just decided to turn him into that inside safer barrier wall right there. Sylvester Sterling looks like he got into some trouble with Konstantinovich and Chris Kyle in the 7. 36 also collected as well. But the race is over here, and it's out front. He's not signaling to go down pit road. Cody Goforth in the 98, when he crosses this line, is going to Miami once again across all 3 series, and he's won to do that. So he's won in the Truck Series at Eldora to get into the Final 4, run out there at Dover in the Cup, and he's going to win here at ISM for his 2nd career win as he's going to Homestead. Wow, Cody Goforth, so much talent right there, so much talent. Mitchell Collins, he's going to get 2nd, Gary Barlow 3rd, Casey Russell 4th, and Daniel Gatiruk is going to finish 5th. Then you have Sebastian Kuklon, Dylan Young, Baba Jones, Andy Fell, and Henry Kelly. I'm not sure if that's enough for Andy Fell because Jones did finish ahead of him, and Dylan Young, he finished 7th as well. And then, of course, you see Christian Russell could not get into the top 10 in time. He kind of got held up by the 52 right there, so not sure what that was about. But Cody Goforth captures his 2nd career DC. His 2nd career DC Solar National Division win. His first win came at where did I believe Atlanta earlier this season, if I'm not mistaken. And then again here at ISM, this win has got to be the most important win for him here in the National Division, as he's going to Miami now with all 3 series. Next weekend is gonna be a fun one. One more race to go for the National Division and the trucks as well. But this thing is far from over. Next race is going to be the Cup Series, guys, as it's going to be their turn to take on ISM here. And we'll see who makes the Final 4 there. So for Cody Goforth, the road to Miami continues for him as he'll try to prove why he's got so much talent here, so much young talent here for him. Last year in the Cup Series, he did not do so well. In fact, got kicked from the team. And then joined Austin Motorsports this season in the Cup side and got 4 wins. Then he gets 2 wins here in the National Division, and I believe he has 3 out there in the trucks, 3 or 4. But Cody Goforth with the win. He's going to Miami. Congratulations, Goforth, on the win. A lot of guys running out of gas there on pit road, but it's going to be the Mountain Dew Kickstart Cup Series who will be here next here in ISM as they're gonna duel in the desert. Let's get you down to victory lane where Goforth celebrates and to the Final 4 and see who makes it to Homestead, Miami. And there you have it. Mitchell Collins, Cody Goforth, Dylan Young, and Baba Jones is going to do battle at Homestead for a championship. Andy Fell, Christian Russell, Sebastian Kuklon, they came up short along with Audrey Bernaskis, but they can still win Homestead. We'll see you guys for the Cup race.